Yo, what up, world? Just sitting down in the dungeon, smoke my black and mild. But this video, making this video for the youth, so y'all know to do y'all homework when it comes to this music. I did a previous video, pretty much about 2K music, rap music versus the 90s rap music, based on the whole tongue twisting thing. Now, in this video, I want to talk about two people, really three in particular. RIP to Lord Infamous, aka Scarecrow, 36 Mafia, and Koopsta. RIP to him as well, and RIP to Tombstone from Mo Thugs. The reason why I'm doing this video is because for me, growing up, listening to music in the 90s, so I was born in the 80s, so I'm pretty much product of what is out here today. And to a degree, I'm slightly ashamed. I'm not gonna say I'm fully ashamed, I'm slightly ashamed because of some of the stuff that went down during that time. But, that's a story that has to be told. But one of the things that I noticed with these three individuals, definitely with Lord Infamous and Tombstone from Mo Thugs, Graveyard Shift, this group he was in. I listened to both of these individuals, and for me, gravitating toward the style and the approach, the delivery, the lyrical content, what the structure of the song was about and what they were really talking about. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Lord Infamous was one that, if you listen to Late Night Tip, you listen to how his approach is and what he's talking about. That's who he is. Well, I don't want to say that's who he is because I don't know him personally. But from the music, that's what I got. That's what I was drawn to. What made me like listen to him more, because it was like, dang, this dude, like he said, I'm not sure if I'm paraphrasing it, but he said, my devil's bright and there's no shame. Well, what this means is he has embraced who he is, and he acknowledges that the things he does, he has control over it. Now, a lot of the stuff that Lord Infamous talked about in his music was really just real life, street, just street. It was street. One of the things I did notice about the group is they had no shame in talking about doing cocaine. Now, some artists don't display that information, nor they show it, but they may participate, which is cool because certain things you do need to be private. That is a good thing. You want to keep things private because it's not for everybody to know your personal business. But at the same time, if you want people to know who you are as a human being, as Yeshua did, you have nothing to hide. I mean, that was something that was brought to the forefront from this man, Lord Infamous, and I appreciate what he has done. Go back, listen to his material, because I guarantee you the stuff he was talking about in the late 80s, early 90s is the same stuff that's happening today, because time repeats itself, because the following generations are denied information. So they don't get the full they don't get a full book. You know what I mean? They don't get a full book. They don't even get a book. They get worksheets now. You know what I mean? If they even get that. Now let's go to Tombstone. Now Tombstone, uh, real name Paul O'Neal. Um, growing up, I was a Bone fan, big Bone fan. Um, from Faces of Death, Bone Enterprise to the EP, and then I just went from there. But when I found out about Mo Thugs and seeing that branch come into fruition, the group that really grabbed me was Graveyard Shift because of the flow. But one of the things I really admired about Tombstone was not only was his voice, if I'm not mistaken, he was also a producer. And he had this unique sound that was just, it was edgy. It was like, it was real edgy. And it had this militant, almost militant sound to it, like a soldier. But his delivery was what captured me. But one of the things that really drew me really close to Tombstone was his message. Listen, y'all, I cannot make this up. His message was so broad that if you are a person that reads the Bible, reads the Quran, or whatever religious text you have, and you listen to what Tombstone is saying, and you know anything about, you know, secret societies or anything like that, and when I mean know about it, meaning like you study up on it, you know what I mean? You will be able to see exactly what he is saying. And it is remarkable. The stuff this man was saying before, he was ahead of his time. Listen, y'all. Go back, listen to him. Listen to him. You know what I mean? Listen to him. Tombstone, Mo Thugs, Graveyard Shift. Like, the man, like, the stuff he was saying was so ahead. And he was talking about the streets. Like, let me see, what did he say? In one song, I think it's called Silence. It's on Crazy Bone Thug Mentality album. And he says, what does he say? It's a line in there where he says something about they stalking and watching, penning every step I make, knowing every, what he say? Knowing every breath I take, knowing every step I make, making it easy for the next man to get his hands on the 38. They be bucking on niggas in these last days. Then he say something else. I can't make out that other part. Then he say, we can't stay focused, causing ruckus. The devil done played with the earth like a puppet. Now we all in fuck shit. That's why silence is necessary. Don't tell them who you are by far. Don't you tell them who you are. Now, if any of y'all know, that was cold. That was a cold. And if a lot of y'all don't know what that was relative to, then all I can tell you is to do your due diligence, because what was being passed down was knowledge. It was information. It was just scripted and coded in the music. So y'all take your time, do your due diligence, do your studies, and learn more about these artists that y'all listen to. Don't just take the music for face value, you know, because the truth is a lot of these artists really are telling stories. They're really news reporters for the street, but they're using themselves as the catalyst to do it, just as Yeshua did, or some of you call him Jesus, or some of you know him as Muhammad. You know, all of these great people, they use their lives as the example to show the people what it is that they're missing in their lives. And that's just really it, you know. But I thank those men for bringing what they brought to the table. As far as with Koopsta, you know, you got to listen to him too, because the stuff that he talks about is on a whole nother playing field. And what a lot of y'all don't really know is the music that's being portrayed now. It's not bad. It's just it puts, it's too much, is glorifying what needs not to be glorified. Granted that the story is being told that is happening, but it is misleading because it's to a point where people believe that this is where the way we supposed to respond or behave, and it's not true. So I want to thank y'all. You say hi.
Hi.
Tell everybody bye.
Bye.
All right, now I'll talk to y'all later.
Talk to you later.